The next question I had was, this is a hypothetical one again. So if you had a kid and are teaching him to socialize, like how would you go about that?
Wow. Beautiful question, man. I think the answer I'm about to come up with, I should probably use it in our kids programs. I would say, how would I teach a kid to socialize? I would say for me, it's not an overnight tactic,
Mhm.
it's an overtime principle. And the principle is, if I parented a kid, which won't happen for like another 10 years or something. I'm like 25, right? So it'll be a while. I would say the overarching principle is asking them more questions than most parents do. So, for example, like most people don't ask 5-year-olds what they think about things. They kind of just tell them what they do and just assume that they're right. And in most cases, that's not ends up like a lot of my best strategy in public speaking actually came from 12-year-olds because they would come up with these strategies that I've never heard of. And I was like, okay, Billy, how did you get that in a week? They was like, oh, I did like this. And I was like, oh, I could totally use that and then reshape it in this way, tweak it to make it like, but they would give me that initial seed that I wouldn't really
Mhm.
think about because they have to understand principles at a very simplified way because the knowledge base is smaller, right? They have less assumptions about the world. So they look at things in first principles most of the time. First principles, for those who don't know, listen, it's like when you think of what is actually true versus what is true. So going back to the kids thing, I would just ask them a lot of questions and just get them talking. I would say that's really this trick. And then they'll develop social skills on their own. So, for example, if I go, what do you think about this situation? What do you think we should do next? What do you think about this? The kid will eventually always like communicate more. And the other piece that I recommend parents think about is also having them justify anything that they want. So if they want like a candy bar, they have to make a presentation out of it. They have to do like a 5-minute presentation. And what's cool is that it also brings in an idea of prioritization. So then if the kid doesn't want to do it, they don't actually care enough about the thing. You just saved yourself $10, right?
Yeah.
So that's another piece.